Hi there, this is Avalon from Crafts Direct, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can reverse tie-dye. I'm really excited about this project, and I'm actually wearing the shirt that I'm going to show you in this video how to tie-dye. This project is really cool and different than a normal tie-dye because what we're going to do is we're going to take a black shirt, spiral it, bleach it, and then dye it. And normally in tie-dye, you have the white parts that are showing, but instead you're going to have the parts of the black shirt that are showing. And I just think it looks really sweet. So I'm really excited about this project, and I hope you like it too. The first thing you're going to want to do is wash your t-shirt. This gets rid of any residues that may be on the fabric. So once you take it out of the washer, you will then lay it on a table with the front of the shirt actually facing down. That way it seems like the spiral is always better on the side that is on the table because it lays really flat. So you will then begin to slowly spiral your shirt. Start by pinching in the middle and then starting to turn your shirt. Once you get going, I always find it easiest to have one hand in the middle kind of twisting and then the other hand moving the fabric around, making sure that it twists tightly. Once your shirt is completely spiraled and it is laying flat, you will then take your rubber bands and put them around the shirt just to make sure that everything is contained, and you just want to make sure that it doesn't come undone. Next, you are going to want to put on some gloves. You're also going to grab a container and some bleach. You are going to put a splash of bleach into your container to start. We're just going to start with a little bit at a time. Grab your shirt and you want to cover both sides of the shirt with the bleach. You are then going to go back and add some more bleach and just continue this process, but each time you do it, you're going to want to wait a little bit to see how much of the bleach is actually changing the shirt before you decide to add more. For the places that are kind of hard to reach, I painted on actually just with my fingers, I dipped it in bleach and then onto the t-shirt. Just make sure you're wearing gloves when you do this. Make sure you also bleach the sides of the t-shirt. You want everything that is showing, both front, back, sides, to be completely bleached, and you want that sort of orange color. Let the bleach sit for about 5 minutes, and then you are going to wash out your t-shirt. You can start with just running water on both sides of the t-shirt. Then you can remove the rubber bands, and then you need to wash out your shirt. You want to get rid of a lot of the bleach so that our dye will stay on our shirt. So you can either hand wash it with detergent in the sink like I'm doing, or you can actually throw it in the washer. Next, we will be dyeing our t-shirt. I always like to use a few layers to protect my table. And on the very top layer, I like to use a garbage bag because once we're done dyeing our t-shirt, we will then just take that garbage bag and wrap our t-shirt up in it. grab your t-shirt and lay it out on your table. You will then take your dyes and fill them up with water up to the top line, and then shake them until the powder dye is completely dissolved. I started in the middle of the spiral and just tried to follow the shape of the spiral. And so I just went around with my first color and it just really kind of outlined the shape of the spiral. And then from there, just use the other colors to follow that similar shape. And I also tried to blend the colors together. You can dye over the parts of the shirt that are black. The dye won't show up, so don't worry about that. Once you have covered the shirt in dye completely, you will then take the trash bag and wrap it around the shirt. You can tie it if you want, or just tuck it around the shirt. And then the packaging on the dye says to let it sit for 6 to 8 hours. I am gonna let it sit even longer just so the colors are a little bit bolder. So I let it sit for about 12 hours. And then I took it out from the trash bag, put my gloves back on, and then rinsed the shirt out in some cold water. We want to make sure that we are rinsing out all of the dye, so make sure you cover all parts of the shirt and that you are fully rinsing it. And once the water starts running clear, you then can wring out your shirt and hang it up to dry. Thank you so much for watching this video. You can shop all the supplies needed to make this reverse tie-dye t-shirt at craftsdirect.com/projects.